everyone. So today I'll share with you this recipe that is quickly becoming my number one favorite recipe for Dr. Bernstein. It has one serving of protein, um, one serving of veggies, and then you can just add like a carb if you want to. That's allowed in the program. But sometimes I just have it without any carb, or just add the miracle noodles or shirataki noodles, which is considered zero carb. But yeah, so let me share with you this recipe that I find very easy to make, and it's tasty as well. So for that, what I'll show you the protein that I'll be using. So I'll be using tilapia fillet. So tilapia fillet is definitely allowed in the program. You can have it up to 100 grams. And, I just buy it like this. And then, you have to measure it. So when you weigh it, sometimes it's not 100% like 100 grams. So you kind of have to keep the pieces. And guess what, it's really inexpensive too. It's a very inexpensive form of protein, and I just love the taste of tilapia. It soaks in any juice or any sort of sauce. And then I'll be using a little bit of like onion and tomato, and you can use any pepper, green, yellow, or red. I'm going to be using the red peppers today. So basically that's it. These are the three veggie ingredients that I'm going to use. And then this is the protein that I'm going to use. And then, you can use whatever like sort of, spice that you like. I'm going to be using a little bit of a curry powder. And that's allowed in the program. So and then chili powder, any sort of spices that you may like, just add it. Just make sure that it's allowed in the program. And then I have my frying pan here. Okay, so I will first measure the veggies. So just added a bit more tomatoes to make it 230 grams. Okay, so I cut the veggies. As you can see, the onions and the red peppers and the tomatoes all cut. You could like separate them, and like do the onions first and then the red peppers, up to you. But sometimes I just put it all together and it just tastes fine to me. So I'm adding it to the pan. I made the same dish just for lunch, so I just kept the pan as it is and just added some water so that I don't have to use any oil. So this is another, I don't know, trick that I have. You can say that I just save the pan from lunch to dinner, and then I just add some water so that it becomes like the base for the next meal, and then I don't have to wash so many times, because honestly, like with Dr. Bernstein, you really have to cook a lot. Like every single meal pretty much you're cooking, so you kind of have to come up with some cooking hacks and some very simple but flavorful recipes. So I find this recipe to be very simple and easy to make. As you can see, it's only 3 ingredients, but of course, by all means, add the veggies that is permitted within the program, and like you want to use up your favorite veggies, by all means, like go for it. As you know, my favorite veggie is peppers, so I just stick to like a lot of pepper type dishes. And now we will measure our fish while that is being cooked. So yeah, like just add, like if you don't have the water already, so just like, you know, spray a bit of cooking oil and saute the veggies and just add a bit of water so they don't like stick together or like they don't get burnt. In the meantime, we're gonna be measuring our protein. So I'm gonna be using the fish like that I had left over from last night, and as you can see, it's like 53 grams. So I can add more. So I have another fillet here. So I'm gonna be, actually I'm just curious, like if this much is 53, 53 or not. Let's see. Oh, so like this came up to 101. Like what do I do with, okay, I think it should be fine. One grams. So I'm just gonna take this much. Yeah, sometimes it's impossible to get that perfect measurement, so I'm just gonna go with 101. So then you bring in the fish fillet, and then you add it. Like, yeah, you can cut it and all that, but honestly guys, like I don't know, I don't have the time. This is fine. So basically it sits, the fish gets cooked sitting in this bed of you know, like bed of veggies, and then you can add like, you know, your favorite condiments, spices on top. So this is like, I just sprinkle it on top, and then, you know, but be careful, like, you know, don't add too many chilies and stuff. I'm crazy. I love spicy food, so like, you know, I add, like I go crazy with like the amount of chili that I use. But yeah, you definitely like don't burn your, like, you know, go with your tolerance level. This will actually taste as good if you just add a bit of like garlic, which reminds me, I should add a bit of garlic. Yeah, I couldn't find crushed garlic in the fridge, so I'm just gonna let it like cook. Just cover it a bit, lower it to medium towards the end. So this is like when it has all cooked through. I'm just gonna add a bit more water. I like a bit like watery, so I'm gonna add a bit more water with this, and basically you just like stir it, make sure that, you know, the spices has mixed well with the food. So I'm just going to stir it a bit, flip it, lemon juice to it too. It tastes really good with lemon juice. So today I'm missing lemon juice and I'm missing garlic paste, but yeah, I would highly recommend you try to add those. But again, like if you're not a big fan of garlic, then yeah, skip it. It's not a big deal. It will still taste good. And this is the final product. That's good for lunch or dinner.